Is Aaron Rodgers playing for the Steelers? Is Aaron Rodgers retiring? Is Aaron Rodgers playing for the Steelers? Or is Aaron Rodgers retiring? Well, breaking news. ESPN reports that Aaron Rodgers will be flying to Pittsburgh to sign a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hell, he's been holding them up for ransom all spring long. For a minute there, it looked like Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, was going to be the QB. I don't think that was going to work out. I'm going to talk about that and a whole lot more here at Just Shooting the Sports with your boy, Blackout Jones. Let's go. Man, what's good, everybody? You know who this is. This your boy, Blackout Jones, Just Shooting the Sports. As I mentioned, Aaron Rodgers is flying up to Pittsburgh to sign a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, what are they getting with this veteran quarterback that we all know as Aaron? Well, I'll tell you what they're getting. First of all, they're getting a quarterback that didn't really do too well last year with the New York Jets. Understand something. He may have thrown for over 3,800 yards, had 28 touchdowns, 11 INTs, but his QBR rating was a 48% glitch. It wasn't even a glitch. It was a blip. I don't know what that was. But 48? I don't know. I don't know what they could do with that. You know, he didn't really, even at times, he didn't really look good. Then he got Devontae Adams. He had some spurts here and there, but still didn't look like the Aaron Rodgers of old. You know, the Aaron Rodgers that we knew back in Green Bay that, by all accounts, won one Super Bowl. And, you know, some Super Bowls are just hard to come by unless you Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and everyone else, you know, that has played that position, that has won championships. But he got his one. Does he have Hall of Fame numbers? Of course he does. But is he playing at a Hall of Fame level? No, he isn't. You know, and he's getting older, and I'm not saying that the game has passed him by just yet, but them injuries mount up. When you get older, them injuries don't recover like they used to. Understand, his first year with the Jets, he got hurt, out for the year. You know what I mean? We're not sure what that would have looked like, but we sure as hell knew what it looked like come the second year, and it didn't look pretty good. It didn't look good at all, actually. My thoughts on this, though, the fact that the Steelers waited this long for Aaron Rodgers to sign when they didn't even know if he was going to sign or not for sure, because he was, or reports say that he was mulling over a possible retirement. But it looks like, hey, they were able to come and make a deal, and here we are. So Mason Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, QB2. Because even though Mason Rudolph played at Pittsburgh before, pretty much knows the system, I still don't think he would have been successful, you know, in that system whatsoever. But right now, this is what it is. Now, granted, the Steelers had Russell Wilson last year. They started off really well, folded towards the end. I think they lost like the last 5-6 games in a row, including their playoff game. So, you know, and then you had Justin Fields, you know what I'm saying, starting at quarterback. He was okay, but he wasn't a world beater. You know what I mean? He wasn't a world beater whatsoever. So here we are. Is Aaron Rodgers any better? For me, I test what I've seen as far as last year's work. No, not at all. And right now, look at it like this. Now, his roster, I mean, you got Jaylen Warren as your running back, Caleb Johnson behind Jaylen Warren, and then you got Kenneth Gainwell, and then Trey Sermon. Damn, Trey Sermon still playing. And then DK Metcalf, Robert Woods, Calvin Austin III, of course, you know, the tight end, Pat Freiermuth, whatever his name is. And then you got Connor Hayward, and then the offensive line. Now, the offensive line is decent. If you give, you know, to me, if you give any quarterback any time, you know, in the NFL, you know, it's possible they'll light you up. But Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like, look, Mike Tomlin has done a wonderful job as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's won one Super Bowl. He's lost another. He hasn't been under 500 whatsoever in his career as a coach for the Steelers. But when do you get to a point where, man, can he win another championship? They made it to the playoffs, but they've lost in the first round for a lot of years now. I get it. The Steelers organization, one of the best organizations in the country, in the league. They are loyal. They are very loyal. Them, even Cincinnati Bengals organization at one time, they're very loyal. Even though their coaches, what I mean? They, especially Cincinnati, their coach, he didn't win a championship, but he had some great seasons, but it just he didn't come through when it was needed for his team. The defense is the defense. Pittsburgh always going to have a defense. Always going to have a defense led by T.J. Watt and crew. You got Darius Slay Jr. now. Still got Minka Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter Jr., Benny Bishop Jr., of course, Patrick Quinn. Let's not forget about him. Derek Harmon, Like, they got a legit defense. So, that's not the problem. Offensively, what can they do? He has weapons. You got DK Metcalf. You don't have George Pickens. That's okay. Is it? We'll have to find out. But what are y'all thoughts about this Aaron Rodgers deal going to Pittsburgh? Do y'all think that, he's going to make something out of nothing as far as Aaron Rodgers is concerned? Do you think he can lead them to the playoffs and actually win a playoff game after so many years of not winning a playoff? We just got to see. And can he stay injury-free? Can he stay healthy? That's the most important part. Because after that, you just got Mason Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that's it, man. You ain't going nowhere with Mason. I'm sorry. You're just not. But anyway, what are y'all thoughts? Hey, drop your comments in the comment section. As I always say, follow, like, subscribe, share, and all those great things. This is something else. I thought he was going to retire. But, he held him for this. Hey, he held him for ransom. And they paid up. Anyway, this your boy Blackout Jones, just shooting the sports. Holla at y'all. Hey, as I always say, I don't always say, but I'm going to say something different this time. Y'all be easy. Holla at y'all.
I'm off the leash now.